Hey guys, it's Carly, and I am here with another update video for the month of May. Sorry I didn't get this up sooner. I haven't really had the time. I've been working a lot, and the day I was off I was busy, so just now recording it, and I really don't have a lot this month. Basically I've been kind of trying to save my money up for vacation, so next month, well, I guess this month rather, June, I probably won't have a lot either, but hopefully after vacation I'll get back to buying a lot more. But I have a little bit of things here, a couple DVDs and a couple Blu-rays, which I've shown in previous videos, but I thought I would just display them all here. So I'm just going to go right ahead, and the first thing, I just did an unboxing for the Horror Pack, something I just recently subscribed to, and it was my first box, so it was pretty exciting. So I'll just go through those really quickly here. And I got Priest, and I haven't watched any of these yet. They've just been kind of sitting around, but I'll get around to them. But Priest is probably the one I'm looking forward to the least because it looks more like an action movie, and I am really not into action movies at all, but you know, it's cool to get a little surprise in the mail, and this is something else to add to the collection. So Priest, I'll get around to that sooner or later. Then we have Night of Something Strange. I think this is a newer movie. It is from Horror Pack. It's a limited edition Blu-ray from Horror Pack, it says, so that's pretty cool, and the cover looks pretty interesting, so I am interested in checking this one out. And looks like it's got like a motel setting, maybe. There's a motel in the background of the cover, and like I've said before, I really like movies set in motels or hotels or inns, whatever you want to call them, so that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that one. And then we have Stakeland, and I hear really good things about this, so this is another one I can't wait to finally check out. And I also hear this Blu-ray is pretty expensive when you buy it like alone, so that's another good thing about Horror Pack is you get 4 Blu-rays for, I think it's $25, and sometimes it could work out to be a pretty good deal, so that's pretty cool. Once again, I'll get around to this sooner or later. And then lastly from Horror Pack we have Galaxy of Horrors. I've heard the title before, but I don't really know much about this movie. Looks kind of strange, but also kind of interesting, so I'm interested in checking this one out as well. Okay, and then next up, I was at Walmart late at night one night and didn't really have many movies on my to-watch pile, and when I get low on them, like, I start to fall out of horror and stuff, so I thought, like, I have to get more movies sooner or later, so I decided to cave and buy a couple of movie packs, movie collections. You know, the cases come with like 20 or 10 movies in them, so I picked up Strange Things, which obviously this is just a major ripoff of the Stranger Things cover and title, but it's cool looking, so I always had my eye on it, and it's basically just a mix of older like sci-fi / horror movies, and interestingly enough a lot of them are like only PG and PG-13, so you know, some of them aren't really that horrifying as much as they are sci-fi or fantasy, but it's still pretty cool. I'll probably do when I watched video specifically for this and the other one I have coming up, because there's a lot of movies to go through, and I'd rather just finish them all and talk about them all at the same time. So, yep, Strange Things. And then after that, I got this horror collection. It says Come Play With Us, and 17 movies, and they are actually all Charles Band movies, Full Moon movies. So it's got all of the Puppet Masters, which is pretty cool because I have wanted to check those out. For me, it's like hit or miss with bad movies like that, but so far, I'm kind of into them. I'm only up to part 4, but you know, I'm just going through them all. And then there's also the Killjoy movies, which I hear are horrible, and then things like Doll Graveyard and Demonic Toys. A lot of doll movies at the bottom, so this one is pretty cool. I'm liking it better than the Strange Things one so far. I only watched 3 movies in that one, and I only liked one of the movies in that one, but yeah, I am glad to own this, and once again, I'll talk about my opinions on all the movies in this collection once I've finished it. And then lastly, I talked about this in a previous video. I bought the Alien Quadrilogy because a friend of mine and I were going to see the new Alien movie in theaters, but I had never seen any of the Alien movies. It's just one of those franchises I was never really interested in because, once again, I knew it was more action, sci-fi than horror, except for the first one, and those kind of take me out of the movie. But with that being said, I did like all the movies in this, with the exception of like Resurrection. I could not get into that one very much and couldn't really pay attention to it, but I probably wouldn't run back to any of these movies though, besides like the first Alien. But I'm glad I finally checked them out because they were better than I expected them to be, and I enjoyed them quite a bit. So that's all I have for now, guys. Sorry this update was not too exciting or big, and I'm not sure. I might have more for June. I might not. We'll just see. But hopefully I'll get back into buying, especially whenever it gets to be fall and Halloween comes around again. Definitely gonna buy a lot more. But once again, thank you for watching. I am Carly, and I will see you next time.